matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Old Dominion Monarchs. Taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Nittany Lions will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's snow. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense will have the football first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
They'll give it to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll toss it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting down the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Monarchs line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. So Penn State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jason.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Going right to work up top. Swings it out to his running back. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He fires toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Offense in an empty set. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Snow. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He'll toss it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's grounded. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
He fires a bullet to the right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Monarchs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Gives it on the option. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Pulls and fires complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. tackle for a solid pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Monarchs!
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Hauls it in at the 25. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quickly to the tight end. Brings into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Monarchs in the hurry up. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's got the back in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Monarchs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. On the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, ODU! Great job by the back on the option.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down.
Turning it on. Picks up the first down. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. The give to the tailback. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got the first down and more. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Monarchs will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Sets up the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller has done.
Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Monarchs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On the option. The pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Monarchs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Finds his big tight end. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Flips it out on the screen. No siree. Not this time. defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's why defenses practice pursuit drills, right? All week long. Pursue, pursue, pursue. The play's never dead. You don't know what ball carriers are going to do. Sometimes they pirouette, they spin out, they try to reverse field, thinking they could be Superman and make a bunch of different guys miss. Not that time, though. Look at the defense and the speed they have. They never give up on the play, and they create a huge loss for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to SMU. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Monarchs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable, try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. It's complete on the right side. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
The Monarchs are on the move. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. He'll throw on third down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack and try to slow this momentum down.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Oh, better look out. Ball is loose. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Give to the running back. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Monarchs will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
And you want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about...
That's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Monarchs will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Using his legs, it's Warrior. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defense Offensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's got it. 1st down and more. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Lining up to add another. Oh, they blocked the extra point. Picks it up. That's a live ball.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Old Dominion, 17. Penn State, 9.
They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. And the Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. they punt it away on 4th down. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Buys a little extra time. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Rushes on him. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's loose. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.